Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the top 10 things the narcissist says to you. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So this video I created last year, perhaps even a year and a half ago. Again, a subscriber emailed in and suggested that I refreshen it up. So here we are. Let's see what happens. First of all, I'm going to break it down a little bit different than in the original video, which I will drop a link to in the description below. But the original, this video is going to be starting off with the euphoric stage, or the love bomb, as many of you know it. In this stage, when you first meet the narcissist, you will hear things such as this. Wow, you are my soulmate. You are absolutely my soulmate. And what that means is nothing. It means it's meant to ensnare you, to have you believe that, in fact, a soulmate does exist. Now, whether you believe that soulmates do or don't exist, that's up to you. I personally am of the camp that we are our own soulmate after I fell into that trap myself of you are my soulmate. So I don't believe in that. Having said that, another one would be, you are the love of my life. Now, this is a common expression that you will hear from many other individuals, spouses, saying, oh, you're the love of my life. And they may feel that way, and that may be true because perhaps they're in a stable or healthy or reciprocal romantic relationship. When you hear these words from the narcissist, it's simply meant to draw you back in, to have you put your guard down, to have you fall in love rapider or quicker, and then you become attached to the narcissist. Keep in mind, the narcissist cannot fall in love. Play that again. They can't. What they do is they weaponize your love and your feelings and emotions against yourself. They play on your heartstrings. Another one would be, where have you been my whole life? Where have you been? Like, you're such an amazing person. I can't believe I found you. Any of those examples are very similar, but they all mean the same thing. They're trying to have you drop your guard, put your guard down, and then you profess how you feel to this individual who turns out to be the narcissist. Remember, this is all in the euphoric stage, or the love bomb stage, when everything is puppies and rainbows. You want to spend all the time together. You can't get enough of each other. The emojis are flying all over every social media device. The texting's going on. The spending time at each other's houses and introductions to immediate family members is happening at a super rapid rate. Maybe you met the kids in the first week. Maybe you took the kids out on the first date with the narcissist. Who knows? But things are moving at light speed. So when you're in this, it's kind of like being on a roller coaster, and the roller coaster is just beginning to begin because you don't know what you're entering. You're entering a narcissistic relationship. Another one in the euphoric stage would be, you are so amazing. I don't want to be without you. Another simple one. It's meant to plant seeds of you becoming attached to them, of you believing in the false narrative of the narcissist mask. And most likely you did. You probably heard many of the things I just mentioned, and perhaps you heard others. Drop comments below. But when you're in the euphoric / love bomb stage and you don't have the education on the narcissistic abusive cycle, believe me when I tell you, you are up against a behemoth. You're up against a huge person who has advantages all over you. Again, remember, when you get the education on channels like mine, you understand that, okay, now I know what I'm dealing with. I can prepare myself. That's for a different video. Now enter the devaluation stage, or the narcissistic fog, as I call it. This is when the script will be flipped. This is when no longer are you the flavor of the month. You're no longer getting all the adoration and affection and time. You're getting basically little tidbits. Each and every day you're in the relationship, you get less and less and less from the narcissist once they know that they have you entangled in their web of manipulation. In other words, for the romantic interest, once you said, I love you, well, that's when the narcissist knew they had you. Or once you signed into a business on the dotted line, you became business partners, boom, now they know they had you. Or once they loaned you money, you loaned them money. Sorry, they will never loan you money. Once you loan them money and you put the mortgage in your name or the loan in your name, boom, they know they have you. Remember, the narcissist wants to financially abuse you and manipulate you and tie you down. Why? Because of your resources. Because let's take the, and I'm staying on track, but let's take the loaning money, taking out a loan from the bank, using it under your name. Most likely, if you really think about this, the narcissist can't get a loan. Why? Because they're not good with money. Get it? They need your money. They need you to co-sign or to sign for the loan. They put you on the hook. The next thing you know, you're responsible for the debt, and they don't care. They can walk because that's what they think about you and the bank and everybody on the planet. They don't care. But getting back on track, when you're in the devaluation stage, some of the top 10 things you will hear include, I never said that. And you're like, what are you talking about? You told me A, B, and C, and I have it in a text, and I can show you. I can prove it to you. Here, you said it. And they're like, no, I never said that. I didn't mean it that way. And you're like, what? I don't get this. What? Just last month, we were spending all the time together. We were on the same page, and now you've changed? Yes, they have changed, because they know they've ensnared you. Another one is, no wonder your friends don't like you. Very difficult pill to swallow. The truth of the matter is your friends probably love you, but the narcissist is trying to separate you from your friends, the circle of friends you've perhaps built up over years or decades. And they don't want you spending time with these people. They may say, go spend time with your friends. It's not what they mean. What they mean is they want to isolate you, have you doubting yourself. Remember, the narcissist wants to keep you as a doll that they can put up on the shelf, use whenever they want to, and take down whenever they don't want to use you. That's exactly how they see you. They see you as a source of supply. That's it. They don't see you for the beautiful, bright, shining light that you are. Another thing they may say is, your mom told me there were problems with you. Now, I understand many of you may never have heard that one. Unfortunately, I did. When I heard it, I was blown away. I did not respond because I knew it wasn't true. But yes, I did hear that. And that is very challenging, to have the mental wherewithal to not even give that a shadow of a bit of attention. But that's a true story. And to hear that is very trying. But again, the narcissist will say anything to have you doubting yourself, to have you not believing in yourself. Another one is classic, you're crazy. Yes, you probably hear that frequently, or you did hear that frequently. Now, if you're gonna call another individual crazy, that is abuse, because who is one person to tell another person their mental capacity or state of mind, unless you're a licensed professional? When you hear you're crazy over and over again, as I did, believe me, it beats you down. It keeps you really vibrating low. It keeps you down in the narcissistic fog with the narcissist's vibration. Now, bear in mind, when you hear this, it's meant to inflict as much damage as possible. Now, to follow that up, if you say, what are you talking about? I'm not crazy. They can say a couple things. Of course, yes, you are. And then they double down on that, and then you're like, whoa, what's going on here? Or they can say, I was just joking. Doesn't matter. The point is, which is another one, when they say that, I was just joking. When they say that, that is kind of like going back to 3rd grade, 4th grade mentality. When you're a little kid and you say something that inflicts some harm upon another little kid in the playground, many times children, because they don't know any better, they will say, oh, I was just joking. Think about it. Now, I hear teenagers say this, and I hear other people say it, but when you're an adult, you need to learn the laws of life, which is, if you are a grown adult, you should know when you're joking or when you're not joking. And to say something and try to inflict damage or pain upon another, and then to say I was just joking, that again is abuse. It's verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. It is abuse on every level. Another thing they may say is, you need help. Go get help. And you're saying to yourself, what kind of help? What are you talking about? And they're like, you need professional help. This again is meant to plant a seed of doubt into your mind. So you're thinking, I've never needed help before. Maybe I do. Maybe I should go get some professional help. And what do? Many times you do it. Many times, if you're in a marriage with a narcissist, many times what you will do, because you don't know any better, is you'll say, okay, hey, let's do it together. Let's go to couples therapy. And the narcissist, when you agree to that, they are loving life. Why? Because now they're again manipulating you into thinking that you can fix the marriage. You can't. You're unable to. There's only one person that can fix it, and it's the narcissist. And the narcissist doesn't want to fix it. The narcissist wants to tear it down, because most likely they have the new supply or your replacement lined up already. But when you go to couples therapy, many times the narcissist uses their charm, manipulates the conversation, and then what they do, the next level, please play this again, pay attention. After that, couples therapy doesn't work, let's say, and my hope is it did, but if it didn't, drop comments below. Then what they'll say is, hey, I did all I could do. You need to go to therapy now on your own, because you need to work on yourself. And you're like, wow, this is really spun all the way around on me. Because it has been. Because remember, you're believing the false narrative of the mask. You're believing in someone who's trying to manipulate you, have you doubt yourself, trying to isolate you, and take all of your resources from you. So that's another example. Then other ones are, when you're in the devaluation stages, toughen up. You're such a baby. Like, really? When they say things like that, again, they're putting you down, and they're putting themselves up higher on the pedestal. They're just saying that you should be so much better than that. Why? Because they're thinking, hey, you're on to me. You know what's going on. You're starting to put a boundary up, but I'm not going to allow that. So I'm going to have you doubt yourself, and I'm going to spin it back around on you again. That's what they do. Fast forward now to the ending of the relationship. The relationship has imploded, you were discarded, or you exited it. Either way, you will hear things such as this: I was the best thing that ever happened to you. Now really understand this part of the video. Was that person really the best thing that ever happened to you? Absolutely not. They weren't. They were a toxic, draining energy vampire. They were trying to suck the life force out of you. They were trying to keep you down, repressed, not believing in yourself, not functioning properly. You experienced abuse on many levels, including financial, physical, spiritual, mental, intellectual. Spiritual, I think I said that. You've experienced so much toxic abuse. When they say that, you need to understand it's meant to keep that door open a crack, so you're always doubting yourself. Maybe they were the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh my gosh, they may be right. They've been right the whole time until now, right? No, they've been wrong the whole time. And most likely you have that message now, you're getting it. Another one is, this is kind of a eerie or chilling set of words that you may hear, which is this: you'll be back. You need me and you know it. Any of those combinations or any of those things, but you'll be back. That is insinuating right there that the narcissist is going to leave this door open for you. They're not going to give you closure, because of course the narcissist won't give you closure, but they're planting that seed that tomorrow, in a year, in 10 years, in another lifetime, you'll be back. Again, don't pay attention to that false narrative. I know it's challenging, but don't. Because the narcissist, remember, that spiritual connection that you have with them, what that is that's an energy connection, an energetic connection. They know it and you know it. It's a fact. That's why breaking free from the trauma bond and ending these relationships, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to process the relationship, to understand what its purpose was, and that you can no longer be in these kind of relationships, and you must close the chapter of the book on the narcissist. Another one you may hear is, I was the best thing that ever happened to you, and I think I said that one, but I'll say it again. I was the best thing that ever happened to you. You'll never find another person like me. When they say that, again, you'll never find another person like me, what they're saying there, again, is to let you know that all future romantic interests that you participate with, you're never going to find anyone even as close as the narcissist. Now, many times when the relationship has ended recently, you may believe that that's true. As a matter of fact, I'm sure you do, because you're still in the trauma bond, or you're still rattled by the roller coaster of a relationship you just went through. The truth is, the further you get away from the narcissist and their energy, the more that message right there, that line that they drop on you is completely untrue. Because what you need is a stable, healthy, reciprocal romantic relationship, one that benefits you and the other individual, not one that's going to take you super high and that's going to drop you super low and it's going to push you away and pull you back in. Not one where every time you open the front door, you don't know what you're going to get, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. Not one that when you're sitting at a dinner in a restaurant, that even though you're surrounded by other individuals, you can cut the air with a knife, because the narcissist is sucking the oxygen out of the room. In other words, they're paying more attention to the waitstaff than you, or they're on their phone and they're ignoring you. See, all these things are true. So remember, these are some of the top 10 things the narcissist says to you. I think there were 12 in there. The point being that they say these and so many more. Really understand that these things are not good. They're meant to have you living in fear, walking on eggshells, and doubting yourself. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. And if you've heard any of these comments, please drop comments below. And if you are hearing anything like these comments currently, understand who you're up against. Most likely you're up against the person who's trying to tear you down, not build you up. Guys, remember, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. God bless you. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye, guys. Oh, and I have a lot of sunblock on, so it's hot.